All right, this is the continuation of graphing some linear functions. We're going to be focusing first on linear functions that can be expressed in the form y equals mx plus b. This is what we say is slope-intercept form, where m is the slope of the graph and b is the y-intercept. When we do this, we want to make sure we solve it for y in the equation. So here's an example. Graph lines in slope-intercept form. We want to write the equation in slope-intercept form and then graph the line. So right now it's in standard form. So we're going to go ahead and solve for y. So we're going to go ahead and subtract 3x from both sides. And then interchange the terms on the right. So you put the x first and then the constant next. So we're going to go ahead and identify the slope and the y-intercept. So the slope is right here, and then the y-intercept is right there. So the slope is -3, and we're going to go ahead and write that as a fraction, so -3 over 1. And then the y-intercept, the b, is 5. So now we're going to go ahead and graph that. So what we do first is we graph the y-intercept. So this is our y-intercept. So we go on the y-axis right here, and we're going to go up to number 5. So here's number 5, and we're going to create a point. Now we're going to do our rise over our run. So our rise over our run. So we're going to go down 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then right 1, and then create a point. And we're going to go down 3, and then right 1, and then create our point, and continue that pattern. And then we can create our line. Our next two types of lines are vertical and horizontal lines. Vertical lines will have a x equals a, and our slope of a vertical line will be undefined. So it'll run through vertically like that on the x-axis. Our horizontal line will be y equals b. It'll have a slope of 0, and it'll run through the y-axis. So let's go ahead and do an example of each of those. So the first one, x equals 3. This will be a vertical line. And we go over on the x-axis. We find the number 3. So here's the number 3. And we create that vertical line. And that slope, that m, is undefined. The second one, y equals -2, that's going to be a horizontal line. We go on the y-axis, we go down to number -2, we create a horizontal line, and that slope will be 0. And I'm just going to go ahead and label those lines too. So this will be y equals -2, and then this will be x equals 3, since they're on the same coordinate plane.